Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today we are checking out some more Star Trek The Next Generation. We are checking out Descent Part 1, which is Season 6, Episode 26, and then we are getting into Season 7 with Descent Part 2. Now, I don't really know anything about these episodes, but I'm hoping for a good time. I know a lot of people have said that these are good episodes, so I'm expecting some great Star Trek content today, but honestly, every single TNG episode that I've seen so far has been absolutely phenomenal, so I don't really have any reason to doubt these ones as well. As you can see, I'm at my home and not in my dorm, which means no color changing light again, and no Star Trek shirt, unfortunately, but I'm wearing my Bowie shirt, which is kind of, you know, space themed Star Trek. I thought it kind of worked. Also, my dog is not here today. I think she's downstairs sleeping. She may try and come up, but I may not hear her. But if she does, then that would be really nice. And if you would like to check out more of my reactions, you can head over to my Patreon for uncut reactions to many of the movies I watch on YouTube, as well as early access reactions to my movies that come out 1 week early. Thank you so much for checking out. Let's get back to the video. Okay, let's start this video off. I hope you enjoy my reaction to Star Trek The Next Generation Season 6, Episode 26, Descent Part 1.
But then I said, in that frame of reference,
hold on, is that... Oh.
the perihelion of...
Hold on, what is happening? Albert Einstein, Stephen Hawking, Isaac Newton, I'm assuming?
If two non-inertial reference frames are in relative motion...
Do not patronize me, sir.
He's like, bro, I only know about gravity.
Not the Apple story again.
That story is generally considered to be apocryphal.
Is this actually Stephen Hawking? Did he just want to be in Star Trek?
I was curious to see how three of history's greatest minds would interact in this setting. Illuminating.
And profitable.
And profitable, Albert. Let's go, man.
You now, Stephen. All the quantum fluctuations in the universe will not change the... I call. You are bluffing. And you?
Ah, Steven does a bluff.
We will have to continue this another time.
I actually need to know if that was actually Stephen Hawking.
Attack. Only Arca 3.
It didn't
There's no strategic value to that.
Interesting. The title thing was in a different space.
Come on screen.
It does not appear to be a...
Okay, so I said this to the uncut reactioners, but I know that there's Borg in this episode because it was in the thumbnail.
What about the outpost?
There was a great deal of electromagnetic...
Ah, it was Stephen Hawking. That's cool, man.
These wounds were caused by a forced plasma beam.
Geez, so Borg must be on the ship or something.
How many people were assigned to this outpost?
274.
All right,
And they're all dead.
I bypassed the primary system.
Good job, Data. Oh my god, it's Borg. I hope it's Hugh, man. I just watched Borg, like Hugh's episode. I hope Hugh's in this episode. Ah, okay, I like Hugh and all, but I like seeing evil Borgs as well. These ones feel a lot... What the heck? I was gonna say, these ones feel a lot less like zombies and more like actual creatures. Like the way they move and stuff. Like, look how fast these Borg are, man.
I will make you suffer for this.
Why do they have a... Why did that one have a personal connection? God, you're dead.
Stop!
Oh my god, Data.
the alien ship is breaking orbit.
Plot and intercept course, Ensign. Fire torpedoes.
I don't think you're gonna win against this bad boy. That was sick. Hey, maybe this is a Data episode. He seems so aggressive.
I got angry.
Oh, emotions. Emotion!
In the behavior of the Borg.
They were fast, aggressive, almost vicious.
This is what I'm saying. They acted differently.
I think they were acting as individuals.
What?
One of them referred to himself as I.
And then they were showing compassion. Yeah, exactly.
He even called him by name.
The only Borg who had a name was Hugh.
I love Hugh. Bring Hugh back.
Maybe Hugh has something to do with this change in their
Yeah,
behavior.
maybe. Oh, wait. Maybe this actually did do something.
Entire existence was centered around acquiring cultures and technology.
But maybe it's changed with Hugh.
Everything else looks fine. My internal diagnostic also finds nothing wrong.
So what happened?
Indicate anything that might cause any sort of behavioral...
Maybe it's the same thing that's happening with the Borg at the moment.
Feel angry? First I feel...
Angry, you know?
Could you describe feeling hostile? Well, yeah,
It's so hard to describe emotions, isn't it?
that was my experience as well. I simply felt angry.
There we go.
Perhaps I will experience other emotions as time goes by.
Oh, he's about to get so happy.
You're right. It ain't.
If that happened, he'd get so happy.
There will be 15 starships in this sector by the day after tomorrow.
That's a good movie, by the way, The Day After Tomorrow.
Regarding the Borg you called Hugh. And I've been trying to figure out why you let him go.
Because he was human. He was a human. You get it?
You nursed the Borg back to health, treated it like a guest, gave it a name, and then sent it home.
You don't understand. You didn't watch the episode, buddy.
Evolve into something other than an automaton. He became a person.
So maybe these Borgs are like insurgents or something like that. Rebels. They're not part of the collective they used to be.
To safeguard the lives of Federation citizens, not to wrestle with your conscience. I want to make it clear that if you have a similar opportunity in the future, and
This lady is exactly like Picard at the start of the Hugh episode.
I have attempted to produce an emotional response by subjecting myself to various stimuli.
Like what?
You need someone to yell at you. Say, you suck, Data, you suck. Maybe you can get angry again.
And I made 4 attempts to induce sexual desire by subjecting myself to...
No, I don't need to. Oh, okay, well, I didn't need to know that.
Why aren't you trying to make yourself angry again?
Anger is a negative emotion.
Not always.
Indicates there are some emotions that are harmful, such as jealousy or hatred.
I mean, yeah, but that's not anger specifically.
What if those are the only emotions I am capable of experiencing? Would that not make me a bad person?
There are some people who only experience anger pretty much, you know what I mean?
If you ever reach your goal of becoming human, you won't become a bad one.
Aww, that's really sweet.
It was not the same as anger, but I think it was an emotion.
When exactly did you feel?
Bloodlust?
It was just after I had killed the Borg. I looked down at his body.
Pride?
I believe it was pleasure.
Pleasure. Okay, I was close with pride. I was close with pride. Oh, I was worried it was going to be something good, you know what I mean? Well, good meaning bad.
System and someone panicked.
Third time today. Stand down, red alert. Reduce speed, return to our patrol route.
Wow, everyone is on high edge at the moment.
Have Starfleet's ship recognition protocols and tell them to read it this time.
Thanks, Sir Patrick.
Colonies and outposts in this sector.
Do I have a name?
I'm Beverly.
It's Hugh!
He's Geordie, and you...
At least he makes an appearance like this. But let's see him in real life, you know what I mean?
Could be anything.
We don't have enough information at this point.
I don't want excuses, number one. I want answers.
Oh wow, he's on edge too.
He was here in this room, Will.
No, don't beat yourself up about Hugh, man.
I could have rid the Federation of a mortal threat.
You did the right thing.
A very dangerous choice. But it was the moral thing to do.
Yes, it was a human thing to do, man.
Moral thing to do, but not the right thing to do.
Oh, this is kind of interesting, the grapple between what is morally right and what is actually right, what is beneficially right, I guess. And is there a right or wrong between choosing those two choices?
Stop it. Stop.
The holodeck.
I believe I am able to resume my duties.
Dado, exactly what is it that you're doing here?
He's trying to replicate his anger.
I'm attempting to
It'll happen again this episode, I feel.
Stop. Stop.
No, it's not the same because it's not real life.
To comply, a 30% increase would exceed safety limits.
Oh, wow.
Dado, wait a minute. That thing could kill you.
During the original incident, the Borg presented a genuine danger to my...
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He needs to be like that.
This experiment may hold the key to something I have sought all my life.
Yeah, it might.
There's got to be another way. Can't you think of some other way to make yourself angry?
I have tried other stimuli, but they have
Punch
been
him.
unsuccessful.
Punch him.
Yeah, and I'm your friend, and I'm not going to just stand around and let you do this.
Red alert! All hands!
Oh, red alert. Here we go. This is a real one, I bet.
Borg attacks, and the Enterprise has been the nearest ship in both instances.
Captain.
You know what? Never even thought of that.
Lay in and intercept course full impulse. Lock phasers.
It's just gonna fly away again.
Within phaser range in 10 seconds.
I told you it was just gonna go escape again.
Hold inside.
Oh, but they went too! Okay, okay. Oh, that's actually sick. That is actually so cool.
Secondary systems.
Captain, the Borg ship is directly ahead.
Fire, fire, fire.
Shields down to 16%.
Oh, maybe not. You have to run away. Run away. Oh, the Borg are on the ship, guys. Go.
Get down!
Oh, that poor man.
Captain, the Borg ship is gone.
Oh my god, are you serious?
They beamed on board as a diversion to give their ship time to escape.
So they sacrificed 2 of their own. It was like a suicide distraction. Maybe we can have another Hugh. We can call this one Jackman so that we can have Hugh Jackman.
Lower the force field.
That looks like a Bajoran.
I do not have a designation. My name is Croesus.
Croesus? That's kind of cool.
It was given to me by the One.
Who is that?
The One?
The one who will destroy you.
Huh?
Is he called Hugh?
Klingon. Shatter cranium.
Imagine if Hugh is the leader.
Analysis on this Borg. See if he is trying to send a subspace signal to the others.
Aye, sir.
Ah, we get Data and the Borg.
Resistance is futile. You will not resist what you...
Okay.
He can help you too. He can help you find emotion. Have you ever felt a real emotion, Data? Yes. How did it feel to get angry? Did it give you pleasure?
Oh, he said pleasure too.
It would be unethical to take pleasure in another being's death. You didn't answer my question.
Oh, the dual focus?
In essence, I have a conscience. It didn't seem to be functioning on Oneonka 3.
Oh my god.
Your proximity is interfering with my scan. You enjoyed it.
He's gonna get angry again. Hulk smash.
Potent experience. You'd like to feel that way again?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh god, evil Data?
Even if it meant killing someone. No, that would not be ethical.
Oh, he's really struggling though.
Yes. His name is Geordi.
Aw, Jordy's everyone's friend.
That you could feel emotions again. Would you kill your friend?
Oh my god.
Would you kill Geordi?
No, don't do it.
Yes.
What? Dude, this Borg is manipulating him. Jordy, you better run. Take one of those little spaceships and get off the Enterprise.
Is there any way for us to duplicate?
Captain, a shuttlecraft has left Bay 2.
Is it Data and the Borg?
Do we know who's on board?
It is the Borg prisoner. And Commander Data.
Ah, I was right. Wait, this is so interesting. The Borg has convinced Data to leave with him. And Data would kill his best friend Geordi for emotions. This is actually mind-blowing to me.
Mr. Forge? Energizing the Matrix. Emitting tachyons.
Ah, this is cool.
I try alternating the frequencies.
Captain.
There we go, Geordi.
Ensign, 1/2 impulse.
That's a really cool effect.
Navigational sensors show that we've traveled 65 light years from our previous position.
Wow. It's like the cheat codes of the universe.
Life signs. But there are indications that plasma weapons have been fired in those systems recently.
Interesting. I feel like the music is pretty banging in this episode too.
We'd never even know it. I think we have to take the risk.
Yeah, I agree. Wow, that is stunning. If this is where the Borg lived, then I want to be a Borg. Okay.
Riker to Enterprise.
How many of the people in the background do you think are gonna die? I think all 4 of them.
Put together 4-man away teams. I'll leave a skeleton crew on board the ship.
Interesting. They're going full ham for this.
Any last orders?
Really? The Doctor?
Good luck, Jean-Luc.
Good luck to
Good
you
luck,
too.
Captain.
Captain Beverly Crusher.
6, when the last team comes down.
Who's manning the command post?
Wallace and Towels.
Ready?
I don't trust them. They're not main characters. Why does Troy walk like that? Troy literally walks... like she puts her whole being into it.
Probably have to be so powerful that it would destroy Data's positronic net in the process.
What do you see?
I think I found something.
That is something. She is right. I feel really bad for the guy in the back that we just don't know, because he is definitely dying. If he doesn't die, I will personally... I don't know, I'll think of something.
Can you tell if it was built by the Borg?
I'll personally do a log roll on my bed. How about that? They've created like their own little civilization. Please be Hugh. Please be Hugh, man. Not so fast. The guy on the left is feeling so scared right now. Look, he's all alone. He knows he's not a main character. Oh, I told you he was gonna die. I told you he was gonna die. Oh, it's Data, the supreme leader.
That's not Data.
Or is it Lore?
You should listen to her, Captain.
It's Lore.
She's way ahead of you.
It's Lore.
And together, we will destroy the Federation.
Sorry, Data, no. I can't believe it. Oh, man, I knew it was gonna end there. Come on, can we just watch it right now? Oh, wait, we can, after my brief review. And that was my reaction to Descent Part 1, the 26th episode of Star Trek Season 6, or the finale of Star Trek The Next Generation Season 6. And that was a fantastic episode. First of all, I'm not going to log roll for you guys on my bed because the man died. The man died, so I don't need to get up and sit on my bed and do like a little log roll for you. I was kind of excited to be doing that too. And second of all, someone in my last two-parter review, the Chain of Command two-parter, someone commented saying that it doesn't really make any sense for me to do a review after part 1. And I actually very disagree, just because I'm very excited after watching part 1 going into part 2. So I really like to use this review time to just basically speculate about what's going to happen in the next part, to just like be all giddy with you guys before it's all revealed. You know what I mean? Be like a fan when you have to wait like a week or a month or however long the season gap was between season 6 and season 7. You know, you're probably speculating with your friends. Why is Lore here? Why is Data here? What happened to Data? Why is the Borg? You know, and that's what I want to do during the middle of these two-parters. So to answer your question, or to answer why I do the review to that one person who commented, this is why, so I can speculate and to just give you what I thought of the first part of the episode. I know it's a two-parter, so like you should technically be judging it on what the second part also adds to offer, but I like to judge every episode individually, no matter two-parter or not two-parter. But this episode was so much fun. Seeing Data get angry and then saying that he finds pleasure out of it was absolutely insane. First of all, it kind of blew me away, but like I knew something was off when he was killing that Borg. Like he was just very aggressive with it. And I also thought I was going crazy because I saw the Borg at the start of the episode and they were moving so fast. They were super aggressive and they cared. I didn't catch them use the word I, but they cared about each other. And I was like, wait, when did this happen with the Borg? And then I thought maybe it would be Hugh, you know, because they mentioned Hugh a bunch of times. And I was like, that would be cool if it was Hugh. But then I was thinking of First Contact as well, the movie, which I reacted to. And I was like, the Borg and First Contact aren't like this. So unless they do something in this two-parter to revert whatever Hugh did to them, then I don't think it is Hugh. But Lore never crossed my mind. I didn't even think for a second that Lore would be in this, but I should always know if there's a big episode and Data is pretty heavily centered in that episode, there's a fairly good chance that Lore is also going to be in this episode somehow. And man, he's at the end, he's like, oh, and me and Data are working together, and then Data's like, yeah, the brothers have teamed up, you know what I mean, and we're gonna bring down the Federation. Like, what the heck is happening? And they're both acting like Lore as well, so I hope that Data just keeps his Starfleet shirt on, or else I'm not gonna tell the difference, because they both have emotions. Maybe Lore put an emotion chip into Data, or maybe he did something with Data. I'm not too sure, because Data is acting strange, and I'm like 100% sure that he reverts back to his normal self at the end of the next part. So something must have happened. Like, something must have happened. And I like that it was also implied that the Borg being next to the Enterprise wasn't a coincidence. Like, the Borg were trying to get Data. They mentioned Data at the very start of the episode, and then Picard brings it up as almost like a side point that is kind of you don't really listen to, where he's like, isn't it just a coincidence that the Borg ship and the Enterprise are always here at the same time, you know? And actually, like, all of these little things just kind of add up and then it equals lore and the Borg and stuff. But I am so excited for the next part. I thought the music in this part as well was fantastic. Maybe it's because it was a finale, or maybe it was just because it was loud, more epic music for Star Trek The Next Generation, or maybe it's because of both. But I thought I really noticed the music a lot more in this episode. It just felt a little bit more grander and bigger, and it was a lot of fun. And this episode was a lot of fun, and we saw Hugh a little bit. I was really exciting. There's a lot of people on the Borg planet at the moment, a lot of people that I don't know who are not main characters. I'm very worried for their health and safety. Guys, if you can hear me, I know you're in the future, I know you're on another planet like 65 million light years away, but if you can hear me, please get back onto the Enterprise, because you don't have that much chance of survival. That's all I can say. But yeah, besides that, I just kind of want to get into Descent Part 2. I'm really excited. I'm glad I don't have to wait a whole year or half a year before the next season comes out. I can just watch it now, so I bet you guys are a little bit jealous. Anyways, let's get into the next episode, which is Season 7, Episode 1, Descent Part 2.
What do you think of my followers,
I love
Picard?
Lore's outfit, by the way. I like that he gave himself abs.
My brother has made that possible.
How?
He gave you the chip.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Dr. Sung made for you.
Probably not that one, though.
No.
Probably his own, though.
I will tell you all you need to know.
You're controlling him, and you've corrupted the Borg.
Yeah, he's controlling Data like a puppet, I feel.
How about that, Data? He won't even let you talk.
Do not try to drive a wedge between us, Captain.
It will happen.
Look at what I've helped them become. They're no longer simply mindless automatons. They're passionate.
Could we call them Borg 2?
What's important is what I've done here. How I found my calling. I know now why I was created. No one can ever take that away.
To rule the Borg.
Without me, they would have perished.
To help the Borg and rule them.
Artificial life forms. We are their future. The reign of biology.
So the Borg want to become fully artificial.
You, Picard, and those like you are obsolete.
I feel like there's a lot more biological life forms than there are purely android life forms.
Acting Captain's log, supplemental. The skeleton crew left on board.
Oh my god, Beverly is doing it. I love this.
EM pulses, can you do that?
Yes, sir. I think so.
I don't know what to do.
I don't think I've seen you before.
I was just posted here 6 weeks ago.
Well,
I work garbage disposal.
Is it a Borg ship?
It seems to match the configuration of the ship the Enterprise encountered at Oniaka 3.
Oh no.
About 90 seconds. No, make that 70 seconds.
Pressure to transporter room 3.
It's okay, you're doing fine, Tate. You're doing fine.
Prepare to leave orbit.
Sir, the Borg ship is powering up its forward weapons array.
Oh god.
Should I raise shield, sir?
Not yet. I want to keep bringing people up until the last possible...
Yes, Beverly.
Percent.
Establish a frequency shift firing pattern and return fire.
Right.
Yeah, I know how to do that.
Sir, the Borg aren't following us.
Yeah, they probably just wanted you to leave.
Leave behind.
47, sir.
That's 47 dead people, not counting Riker, Worf, you know those guys.
Until then, we're on our own.
It's like a little camping trip with the threat of Borgs, you know. Every child needs to have that experience once.
Data, all I'm sensing from you is anger and hatred. Have you felt any other emotions?
There are no other emotions.
Well, I mean, there are.
Negative or positive. It is how we act on them that makes them good or bad.
Fine.
Fine, act on your anger and be good.
It is regrettable, but the greater good must be served. Give me your visor.
No, oh, I mean, yes, I love seeing his eyes. Oh, no, I want to see, like, the brown. I don't want your white eyes.
Sir?
Who are these chumps?
Leaving me.
Right. Stand by to trigger the conduit.
Wait, Tate, stay.
Stay on the bridge. I'll need a science officer at the aft station.
Aww. Aww. Thank you, Beverly. I really like Tate.
Their sensors function as well as ours. It could be as little as 30 seconds.
Crusher to Salazar.
Dude, put Tate back in that job. She's crushing the lieutenant.
If I could get a good lock on them quickly, I might be able to do it in 4...
I like this guy as well. He just has a nice face.
We'd hit the atmosphere.
I'll just have to be sure my calculations are accurate, Ensign.
Okay, yeah. Change jobs right now.
There you are, brother. Here's the visor. May I ask why you wanted it? Thought it might look good on you.
Of course he didn't need it.
I was thinking LaForge's implants might make him an ideal test subject for my experiment.
What are you gonna do?
Using the humans to perfect the procedure will allow us to prevent any further Borg deaths.
Yeah, but you're gonna kill your friend. Okay, you're not my Data.
They linked to Croesus at all times. You know that, don't you?
He doesn't want to, though.
All of these sensations are new, and they can be frightening. Isn't that right? Yes.
See Data watching this, though?
I need you to remain linked to the others.
See, he's only giving them some emotions, right?
Will you help me?
Yes, I will.
He's actually so good at manipulating.
Dr. Sung, and somehow he's found a way to transmit part of that emotional program to Data.
Interesting.
The right frequency that would trigger Data's subsystems and reboot the program.
Okay, make Data ethical again.
So, got any ideas on how we generate a Cadian pulse?
Why don't you just ask Data right now? Oh God. How did you guys let Borg sneak up? What, sneak up? Sneak up on you.
You? Why are you here, Commander Riker?
It's Hugh! It's Hugh! Oh my God, it's Hugh, man.
So, you...
It's Hugh!
Before my experience on the Enterprise, the Borg were a single-minded collective. First time. Individual Borg had differing ideas about how to proceed.
Interesting.
But becoming fully artificial was compelling. But after a while, it became clear that Lore had no idea how to keep his promise.
Yeah.
Before we realized it, this was the result.
Oh God. Wait, this is disturbing. Oh my God.
I really welcome your presence here.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
I'm so sad that Hugh doesn't consider them friends anymore. But what about LaForge, man? Geordi's my friend.
Friend.
The human called Geordi.
Yes, my friend.
If we could determine the geography of the compound, we could form a rescue plan.
Hugh's gonna help save Geordi. He has to. I can't believe Hugh is in this episode, though. I wanted him in this episode.
What's happening?
I'm attempting to neutralize your pain receptors.
That's not good.
Considerably improved.
Don't you care that he's manipulating you?
However, there is a 60% chance he will not survive the procedure.
Oh, man.
Counselor Troy and Captain Picard. Odds are at least one of the procedures will be successful.
I guess.
He tried to escape. The force field sent him into neural shock. If he dies, Laura will blame you.
He's like, I don't want that, man.
See if the corridor is empty.
Okay. That's just really unfortunate timing.
Do you think it could be modified to generate a Cadian pulse?
Yeah, I do.
I'm about to drop out of warp in 8 seconds.
Once we're in orbit, we should have about 45 seconds before they intercept us.
Interesting, okay.
Begin evacuations.
The Borg will be in weapons range in 32 seconds.
Come on, get them, get the people.
But there are 6 people still unaccounted for.
Keep trying.
Yeah, the 6 people are our main characters, though, so that's okay.
We've lost warp engines.
Evasive maneuvers, full impulse.
One of the things I really enjoy about this episode is that we're getting to see a lot of other characters do things as well.
73%.
What's the status of the warp engines?
Still down, we can't outrun them.
Oh no. Go to the sun!
If we had metaphasic shielding, we could enter the sun's corona, but
No
the Borg
way.
ship wouldn't be able to.
There's no way.
The shields will hold.
Sir, hold temperature is rising. Now at 12,000.
The Enterprise is about to go sun surfing.
Hold temperature dropping.
It's working. It's working. I like this guy now. I didn't like him at the start of the episode, but I like him now. Looks like it has a little straw.
You decided to go swimming? And when you jumped out of the boat, you sank straight to the bottom. It took almost 2 weeks to get the water out of your servos.
I'm ready to irradiate your existing brain cells.
Don't do it, man.
I will need to do further testing before I proceed.
Oh, he
Someone
hit
will
it.
come and take you back to your cell.
He got hit by it. He got hit by it.
I suspect none of the humans will survive the process, but then it's their own fault, isn't it? They never should have come here.
So I was gonna say it's their own fault for being human.
I don't believe you can tolerate the amount of emotion I've given you. Perhaps I should cut back a little.
Ew, I don't like that.
I do not like it. Then you prefer to have more emotions. Yes. Aren't you going to thank me? Thank you. Don't mention it. I just hope this helps to clarify things for you.
It's so cool how Brett Spiner, the guy playing Data and Lore, he's so good at acting. You can tell exactly, even if they were wearing the same exact outfit, there's such a difference between these two characters. Brent Spinner.
I think it's possible we could induce a solar fusion eruption that would destroy the Borg ship.
That's a good idea, Tate.
I did my senior honors thesis on solar dynamics.
Excuse me, sir, but this...
I gotta write my thesis soon, and I don't think I'm gonna be writing it on that.
They're off. That eruption could encompass us.
Well, I'll just have to make sure my calculations are accurate.
Oh, yes, let's go. Wait, that actually looks really cool.
She did it. The Borg ship has been...
I love this guy. I love these two. Keep them in the show.
That would not be possible.
Why? Because law tells you so?
It is for the greater good.
What greater good?
What you and Law are doing to the Borg. It tells you that these things are wrong.
Yes.
Your ethical program is fighting the negative emotions that Law is sending you.
Oh, here comes the lore. Literally the devil and the angel in your ear, you know what I mean?
When they realize your escape route may be compromised.
I guess we'll have to take that chance.
Come on, Hugh, go with them, man. Hugh is gonna do something in this episode, at the end of the episode.
As proof?
You need to kill Picard.
I want you to kill Picard.
Oh, Zut! He can't do it, man.
No.
Kill Lore instead. Kill Lore instead.
Sacrifices I knew were necessary in order to build a better future.
Sorry, that looked like Hugh.
I am willing to make the greatest sacrifice of all.
Kill my brother.
My own dear brother.
Sometimes you just want to slap Lore across his ugly little face. Not saying that Brent Spinner has an ugly face or anything. Why are all the Borg just fist fighting each other now?
You should be careful with that, brother. Someone could get hurt.
You're gonna shoot him, Data?
We don't need anyone else. We're brothers.
Not anymore.
Memories our father wanted you to have.
See, don't listen to him. Data shot Lore. Is Lore dead? Is this the last episode of Lore? Oh my god.
Lore.
And he has a chip.
You will never feel emotion again. I know.
No, he will. In the movies, he does.
I love you.
Aww. Oh, wait, man. See, sometimes you just kind of like Lore a little bit. Oh, the eyes. That was a really good visual.
Welcome back, Data.
Thank you, sir.
What made you change your mind?
It was Hugh. It was Hugh. Okay, I wasn't stupid.
And we no longer have a leader here.
I'm not sure that's true.
Yeah. Hugh, our leader.
Goodbye.
Captain's log, start.
Goodbye, Hugh. Do we ever see Hugh again? I hope that's not the last time we ever see Hugh.
Hi, Data.
The cat. That cat is in the movies.
I am pleased to say it was damaged when I was forced to fire on Lore.
Hey, you could fix it, though.
My friendship with you is too important to me.
Why is everyone such good friends with LaForge?
Maybe someday, when you're ready.
That was a nice little moment to end the episode. Aw, Data's look, like that final shot of Data was a really nice shot of him, you know? Sort of him saying like, thank you, and being like, maybe one day, you know? Not next episode, not next episode. And that was my reaction to Descent Part 2, the first episode of Season 7 of Star Trek The Next Generation. And that was a really good ending to this two-parter. I don't know if this is necessarily my favorite two-parter of Star Trek The Next Generation, but it was still so much fun. And Hugh, let me just say, I was so excited to see Hugh. The whole first part of it, I was like, I want to see Hugh. I want to see Hugh. And then it didn't happen, and I was like, okay, it probably won't happen. Like, this is like a different faction of Borg and stuff like that, owned by Lore. Like, you know, I don't think Hugh's going to be in this episode, so I didn't even expect him to be in part 2. And when he showed up, when I saw that beautiful bluish white Borg looking face on my screen, and I saw Hugh and they said Hugh, it's the most excited I've ever been. I was more excited to see Hugh in this episode than maybe seeing like Scotty in Relics, if you know what I mean. I don't know, there's something about Hugh that I just absolutely loved, and I really hope that this is not the last time that he's in the show. I really hope that down the line in this show, or maybe in other shows like DS9, or maybe even Picard, like the new season of Picard which just came out, because that was bringing a lot of legacy TNG characters back. But I really hope he makes a return at least once more, because I actually think Hugh was a fantastic character. And dude, this whole review could just be about Hugh, but I won't do that. I'll just say that it was really nice for him to be in this episode, and I enjoyed watching his character again. Besides that though, I really just liked everything in this episode. Is Lore dead? By the way, is this the last time we ever see Lore? I'm trying to think if we ever do. And I don't think I can... I mean, obviously, I haven't really seen any of Season 7, so I'm not for sure on that one. But I'm pretty sure Lore is not in the movie, so this could actually have been the death of Lore, which is really interesting to me. Death, maybe not death. You could always bring him back some way, because technically he isn't dead. He's just been deactivated, and he no longer has that emotional chip. But he also stole, I'm pretty sure, that emotional chip. If you remember, going all the way back to that episode, it was like Brothers or something like that, where they go and see Noonien Sung, I think that's how you say his name. And then at the end of the episode, Lore steals the chip that was supposed to be for Data, right? And it goes into his head. So I'm thinking that that chip isn't supposed to be there in the first place. So if Lore awoke right now, if someone reactivated Lore, he would just be like same old Lore, but missing that emotional stuff that he had since he got that chip, if you know what I mean. It was really cool to also just see Borg like do things that are kind of un-Borg like move around a little bit fast, actually have some thoughts of their own and stuff. I thought that was really interesting. And just like the thing I liked the most about this episode though was just kind of seeing other characters. And I have Lower Decks. I've heard Lower Decks is a really fun episode to just see other characters that aren't part of the main cast. And I think I'll be watching Lower Decks next week. But it was just so much fun in this episode to see Beverly Crusher as captain of the Enterprise. Like, who would have thought? You know, and she did a really cool job. To see that woman, what's her name, Tate, I'm pretty sure, she was really awesome as well. She was cool, and her interaction with that lieutenant, I forget his name, and the way that they were like friends but also beefing a little bit at the same time. I thought that was really awesome. Seeing the transporter guy, who I said has a nice face. When I say nice, I mean like a kind face, like a face I feel like I could be friends with, you know what I mean? Not like a, ooh, nice face, sexy face, you know, not that kind of nice, like, ooh, like a friendly face. But I really enjoyed that, and this makes me really excited for Lower Decks, because if I've heard from you guys correctly, Lower Decks is an episode about the Lower Decks, not our main cast members, so I think that could be really fun. But yeah, I thought it just kind of gave you more of a slice of life about the other type of characters that are on the Enterprise, and I thought that was really interesting, how they work together, how everyone can step up, even not our main cast, but these other people we've never seen before can step up and take charge when they need to be. They're very responsible and stuff. I just thought that was really, really cool as well. Also, whenever Hugh, going back to Hugh, whenever Hugh was like, oh, where's my friend, you know, Geordi, I thought that was awesome. And Data also thinking Geordi's his friend. It's just kind of funny that whenever someone mentions like a good friend in this show, that good friend always ends up being Geordi, because I guess Geordi is just super nice. He's just a very nice guy, you know what I mean? And yeah, I think that's kind of all I have to say about this episode. I didn't think like any of the main cast besides Data and Geordi were very standout. Like, I thought Picard was, like, Sir Patrick Stewart was pretty good in this episode, but I didn't think he was a standout. I mean, it wasn't his episode. This was definitely a Data episode most prominently, but also had a lot of LaForge in it as well, which I love, and some Beverly Crusher as well, just sprinkled in on there. Those three characters kind of perpetuated the episode the most, if you will. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me and supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot. I'm really excited to be getting into next week's episodes. We're almost at DS9. We're almost there. I'm really excited to start DS9, but we still have some more TNG to go. We're almost on our TNG run, though. Next week, I don't know what the first episode we're watching is, but the second episode we're watching, I'm pretty sure. I know one of the 2 episodes we're watching is Lower Decks, and I'm excited for that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for my next Star Trek The Next Generation reaction.